out, but right now it's between us.
Oh, geez.
Let us edit it first. Some people like to edit it first.
Yeah.
They don't want to get caught saying something they can't cut out.
Oh, well, so did you filled out my form?
Yeah,
this is live.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So
yes,
it doesn't matter.
Boom.
We're out there. I did this. Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. I did this with a politician. I interviewed a politician the other day.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is live, and I don't edit.
Did he go? Okay, well,
his bit,
my mic.
Right?
He's like, well, shoot, the time.
Yeah, he was like, "Where's my PR team?"
Well, they didn't say anything about this.
Yeah,
right.
I'm
Okay.
Yeah, no, but I like doing it. I like doing it live.
Yes,
it's authentic.
Yes,
you get what you get.
You get everything.
And I've made some mistakes live, and it's better to learn from it because it hurts more.
Oh yeah. You get to see it back too.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, dude, you said that. I was like, well, I can't take it out now. And that's why I have everybody sign that form at the end, because I'm like, if you say it, it's on you.
But I'll let you know. That's
yeah,
it.
That's right. But, so Damarr, so I'm really glad that you reached out on Facebook.
Yes.
That you made that comment, because Connect Utah is cool. But whenever I put on Connect Utah, like, who wants to come on my podcast, right? I get like a million comments.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be on. But the hard part is like, some people don't know what to talk about.
Right.
So I was like, hey, what can you talk about forever? And then I go through and I pick like, oh, I like to talk to, I want to talk to this guy. Let me talk to this guy, this girl, whoever. And it changes because now we have something to talk about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I already got something to talk about. We can talk about how microphones didn't work for an hour. It just happens to be like that. Yeah. No.
Yeah, exactly, man. So, but I'm really glad that you posted out there. And I know you're an actor. You're a model. I've seen some of your Facebook videos that you put out there.
Yes.
I tried to watch some of the movies, but I don't know where do you watch some of those movies?
So all the movies and stuff is on Amazon Prime. We Inglewood Films, they have we have agreement with Amazon Prime that our movies go there. But right now since we're doing bigger and better things, we're trying to reach out to Netflix and all these things now, waiting on Sundance for a movie we just put out called The Shoebox. And so it's a lot of big things happening, man, from six fellas making movies to now it's big productions. And
wow, dude.
Really
so that's your crew, 6 guys.
It in the beginning it was 6 of us.
Oh wow, man.
Like shooting off of a little handheld camera.
Oh really? Some of the ones we got up here.
Oh yeah, doing the thing, And so now that you got a $50,000-$60,000 red camera, you making cinematic films.
That's right.
People kind of want to join team. They want to get a long reward. Like, hey, let's see what these guys is doing. And so now we just on a horror movie set the other day with like 20-something people out there. We just looking around like, man, look where we've come.
Yeah, no kidding. What can you tell us what movie that was?
So it's called Algia. God of Pain.
Okay, wait, I've seen some of this though.
You've seen a little skinny, creepy dude with a white mask.
Okay,
that's it. It's the weirdest. He's the weirdest looking dude ever, but he's so terrifying because the concept of it is he takes these bad guys who are in prison and stuff like that for whatever cause they did in their own life or whatever they've done. He shows them what they've done and he punishes them for it.
Oh wow!
In the afterlife, in like another realm.
Wow. So. Man, there's so many things I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? But
I got time.
Yeah, that's right. We got time too. and we have a power cord for the Mac.
There you go. I take it there has been an issue.
There was, yeah. Well, when we were interviewing he was a state senator. And we were like an hour in and we were going back and forth and Ben goes, he's like, hey, we're gonna run out of power. And I'm like, damn it.
That senator was like, whoo. Yes,
we were
power.
Well, yeah, we were talking about a few things. Yeah, we talked about a few things for sure. But Damarr, I overheard you when you were on Instagram Live earlier that you started out singing just in church, right?
Dude, church.
Okay.
Yeah, my grandmother. So it's an interesting story. We weren't allowed to sing secular music in the house. And back then Jody scene, all them was popping. Yeah. And so I would get in the bathtub because in the South they didn't have showers. We had bathtubs. And so we sat in the bathtub and I would just singing my heart out one day. And my grandmother was like, wait a minute. And so she comes in, she's like, what are you singing? And I'm like, she's like, you don't sing that in my house, but since I know you sing, We gonna sing at church.
There you go.
Oh yeah, so that Sunday,
grandmother,
grandma did the little testify. You know, you wake up, you do the testimony, and you stand up, and the old ladies tell her how good God is in their life. And my grandmother stood up, and she was like, "God's been so good to me, so good that I think my grandson, he got a little something he want to sing for y'all today." And I'm sitting there, I'm looking around like, and then you start singing and stuff like that. And then you get the reaction of the people and you think you're okay. But when you get people standing up and it's something about black churches where they get this fan in their hands and they go, "Sing that, boy, sing it." That right there just gives you everything. I'm like, "Oh, okay, all right.
You're ready to go. It makes you ready to go.
Ever since it was singing and performing and stuff like that. And when I moved out to Utah, that was the first thing I did when I got out here via the military. Is I linked up with some people who did music locally, and we just started singing and opening up for major artists and all that kind of stuff. So that was my passion first, right out the gate.
Oh wow,
singing in big crowds and up. Yeah.
So you got here and you started singing. You said you opened for some major people.
Man, Bone Thugs and Harmony, E40.
Whoa.
Bow Wow.
That's not a joke.
All kind,
love those guys. I love you for
stuff, man. Yeah, just it was with a group called CSC, man, and we were It was like a couple of us. I had a girl singer who ended up being my wife. And
wow.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah, you know. No,
right.
Yeah, Dean Risco, another guy, he's in LA right now. He just came out with another album called The Good Wolf, and we just saw in Donnell Benjamin, what he call him, Papa Mischief, and
wow,
it was a lot. Our crew was really heavy, and we was putting out big shows locally in bars and everything, everywhere.
Yeah,
pulling out people and having fun.
That's great, man.
Yeah, and then we got old, and now.
what time period was this when you were out singing?
Early 2000s. Early 2000s.
So was that E40's My Ghetto Report Card?
It's like around that time.
Heck yeah. I love My Ghetto Report
dude. That dude is so suave in real life. Like he is that dude. He's that guy.
Really?
He's so Oakland. It's just he's so good. Yeah. He's a nice guy, man. One of the coolest artists I've ever met in real life. So,
wow, that's really cool. Yeah. So you got to meet E40.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we were fortunate enough to meet everybody because we were dope. Like we had crowds like and so they would get there and they'd be like, we was always the ones that's open right before them, and then come out peeking like, okay, Utah,
wow,
yeah, they go, okay, Utah.
You know what though? I say that though because I'm about to interview some local artists. Utah is slept on. I don't know why though. There's some amazing artists out here.
It's the stigma with Utah.
Yeah,
Mormons,
sure,
low percent beer.
low
memberships to get in clubs. You know, people just remember the bad things about Utah. And
that's true.
Yeah, you can't get weed here, so people are like, what is?
All right, not good weed.
Utah's taking up space right now. What is Utah doing? Yeah, but it's so much talent, and as soon as everybody started working together, this place would be even more on the map.
Like, that's a good point. That's why I love Dre. He's trying to bring them all together.
I love what Dre's doing with U92 and everything else, man. I love it.
I'm glad that he found his way to U92. I'm glad that he's doing everything. Well, the artists that I've only come across artists because Dre does his his reaction videos and things like that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, man,
Big Oos, everything. I've seen all kinds of people on there that I'm like, man, that's here,
right in our backyard.
Wow,
they filmed that right in our backyard.
The JPs, the everybody, man, they're just getting that shine like they're supposed to out here, man. I love it.
Yeah,
I absolutely love it.
Yeah. And I remember seeing JD.
Yeah.
On Dre was promoting a few things on Facebook, and I was like, man, what is this? And I was I kind of got shy because I was like, I don't have a big platform, but I would love to talk to some of these people. So when you reached out to me, I thought we were just gonna have a great conversation, and I just started doing my research. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is it.
Yeah, bro.
Like, this is cool.
We won music video awards, man. Like before we got into the movies and stuff, real tough.
Wow.
Music videos. So JD and doing music videos with people and winning out in Provo at music festivals and all that kind of stuff. And winning,
wow.
Yeah, it was like people like Provo, JD Allen. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's great stuff though, man.
Yeah,
it's unreal, man. It's super cool. So how did you switch from or maybe not switch, but transition from singing to acting?
Acting has always been a part of my life.
Okay.
Like I took theater and stuff in college, and it's just always been something I wanted to do, but just never had the means. And I'm retired from the military through the Air Force. And so when I got out, it was like time. Like now I got the time to do so without somebody telling me, nope, you can't go.
Yeah,
got you.
Yeah,
military got you. They got you. So when I got out, I dove straight in. And thanks to JD and everybody, like, they gave me a little chance, man. And actually, my first film right out the gate was through Disney, man. I got a Disney movie right out the gate.
Oh, really?
Like, right out the gate. And I was like,
wow.
Yeah.
What movie was that?
Minutemen.
Oh, no.
Where the kids go back in time to save the bullies. Yeah, man. I was one of the FBI dudes, me and the guy from Napoleon Dynamite. Trevor, if you watching, brother, that was my claim to fame.
Yeah, buddy. That's awesome.
We made that thing hot.
That's cool.
Had fun on set, and I got the bug after that. I was like, if this what movies is about, you start seeing the magic, like, this is how it happens. And I'm hooked. Yeah,
if your first gig's a big Disney movie, Disney movie, that's legit. How did you land that? How did you get that?
Dude, I came out here. I went and got an agent, and at the time it was True Talent, and I guess they was doing some shady stuff, so they're not around anymore. But it was True Talent, and they wanted me to pay. I was like, no, I ain't paying. I went to school for this. And they was like, okay, well, we'll just your work agreement where they take 10% or 15%, whatever they find for you. And he was like, well, we got a Disney one coming up, and you're military. So I was still in the military then, and I was like, you're militant, so you might be able to do this role real good. So I was like, all right, I'll try FBI agent out.
Yeah.
I pulled up on that thing. And then I get to the audition, and then you see right there is Trevor, the dude from Napoleon Dynamite. I just watched Napoleon Dynamite not too long ago, and I'm seeing this guy, and I'm like, what?
Whoa.
There's no way I'm getting this part, because I asked him what he's doing.
Yeah.
I was like, what you going up for? He's like, oh, you're one of the FBI agents. I was like, oh, my God. I might as well go out to the car. Yeah. That's it. They said, right, pick him. Yeah, they're going to pick him. And they ended up liking us both because we got to read together. And we made them laugh so hard, man. It was like a comedy. We had them dying.
Wow.
They was like, oh, we got to get both of you guys. And when they told me that, I thought I was instantly rich. I was like calling everybody like, we made it, baby.
We're on Disney.
We made it. It's over. It's done. I'm ready to walk into the military right now. Take my uniform off. I'm over.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't that big of a role. It was like 2 seconds.
Oh, right.
I was on there long enough for somebody to see it was me.
Yep. Get on the credits or something like that.
That's it, man. And then it looked good on the resume. You go to your next movie, they go, oh, Disney. Oh, so you're an actor. Yeah, I'm not playing. Yeah. You see that right there.
And you're like, walk on.
Yeah. Let's go. They're like, oh, come on. They do me like I did Trevor. Well, he's in a Disney movie. He can be in ours.
Yeah, exactly. That's cool.
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. What was it like working for Disney? With Disney?
Money. They got so much money. I had my own trailer for a 2-second. I had my own trailer, like, for a 2-second.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like, really? My lines is like short. And that's for me. My name was on the side. Mysterious man.
That's cool. Nice.
I'm in there. It wasn't even like really, YouTube wasn't even popping off super big yet or nothing like that. So I didn't even have no social media fit. Oh, I just wish Instagram was popping in, because I have been there like, this is my life. This is how we do it. I don't know where you at right now, but this is where I'm at in my trailer. Yeah, that's it, man. It was fun. It was fun. And it just set my ideas and how I saw my life to be. I was like, this is it. This is what I want to do. Mm-hmm. This feels too good.
Yeah.
And for something I think I'm naturally gifted at this.
Yeah.
So you take the classes and you hone your skills and you learn monologues and you do all this kind of stuff. You go for all these auditions, and it's a part of the thrill. I never thought I'd enjoy being told no so much. Like,
wow.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So many auditions and roles that you never get.
No.
You enjoy no so much. Like, oh, okay. All right, I didn't get this one, on to the next.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't get this one, on to the next. They don't even let you know that you don't get it. You'll see the commercial and you go, oh, I didn't get it.
Oh.
There it is, right there.
So, like, you don't know. You just see it in theaters, and you're like,
I didn't get it. I was waiting this whole time. Nope, I didn't get it. Yeah,
that's interesting. So they don't tell you. So you just go.
Only time they tell you is if you make it. Like, so you just go audition, and if you say you're available, I'm available until somebody says you got the job, and you have to call everybody else. Hey, man, I'm not available those dates I told you I was available for. I just got this role. Yeah. It's like that, man.
Well, you got to do that sometimes.
You got to do it, man.
Because I love that though, because it's that like commit first, figure it out later.
Oh yeah. That can get dangerous sometimes, but it's worth it.
But you got to do it.
You got to do it. It's better than just sitting there hoping. That's it. Yeah. or just putting all your ducks in one row. Like, I'm getting this role, and all these other auditions. Nope, I just auditioned for this. You guys wait.
Yeah.
You'll never get it like that. Yeah.
Wow. There's a lot of life lessons in that, which is something that you talk a lot about.
Yes.
As far as and you mentor those younger than us.
Yes. So I do stuff with a group called Elate Minds.
Okay.
We go and we talk to juvenile detention center kids. We talk to just local children that may be in a rough neighborhood like Glendale, Rose Park, all these type of places, Kearns. We just go there to middle schools, high schools, and we just speak to kids and uplift them and see people that look like them that's doing something outside of the ordinary. Because a lot of people feel like they get stuck. And so me and my friend Tua Kealoha, and he started it first. Like, he was doing it out here. He's an actor out here also.
Wow. Yeah, I've seen him on a couple of things.
Yeah, Tua's like, he's the man. So he was already speaking to kids and stuff with his group. And I was like, dude, can I get down? And he was like, yo, you want to speak? Come speak. And he let me speak. And I caught the bug with that too. I was like, this is
public speaking school, especially when you're talking to such a malleable group like young kids who really all it takes is looking at someone that looks like them doing something that, because when you're in those neighborhoods, it's like school or, maybe get in trouble or something like that, or
basketball or football, or you ain't got that, then you do the family business or whatever. Like, that's it. Like,
I grew up in a really small town in Iowa, and it was like that. It was like, you either go the college route or you go work in the local factory or you end up in trouble.
Yeah.
Then that's all. So I knew, and that's really cool. We had speakers come, and I remember a few of them like, I don't want to be here anymore, man. I got to get out of here, dude.
Yeah, it's so many kids feel like that, but they have no idea how to even get started. And then you have somebody that say, man, I've seen your shoes, man. And then usually you hear that all the time. You have people come and speak to them, and they go, you could do whatever you want to do. And they go, okay, dude, you're rich. Or, okay, you don't grow up in what I've grown up in.
That's fair.
And then you have somebody that actually have you, and they lean forward and go, really?
Yeah.
I can. And then you got to show them proof, because kids will test you. Okay, what movie were you in? And then you tell them, and they go,
oh,
so
okay,
their friends,
okay.
And then they're really listening. Oh, yeah. And it's so cool. Like, so it's like you got to have backing with kids.
Yeah, you got to find some credibility.
I was like, okay, you do that for me, but you don't test Santa Claus. That's how y'all gonna do me. Y'all don't do him like that. Y'all just believe.
Or your teachers. Or your teachers in school.
Yeah, just believe, but you got to test me. Okay.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's really cool. What are some of the things you like to talk to them about and kind of hype them up about?
Oh man, like my main thing is I tell them that they're not their environment, that they are their environment. They really set the course for their life. They're thinking about it. You're gonna have people throughout your whole life that's gonna tell you you can't do this, you can't do that, or they're gonna project their lives onto you, and just because they didn't make it, you're gonna make it. You're not gonna make it or whatever, and you gotta look past all of that and keep it moving. I just basically let them know that there's opportunities out there if you just step forward. And I give them inspirational stories about my life that I've seen and my hiccups and my failures along with my successes. And they go, okay, so you have failed, so you're not perfect. Okay, cool. And you still are where you are. Because I remind them that the moments that they're living in right now is just this big compared to a great big life.
Yeah.
Like when you actually think about it, it may seem like this little thing that's going through is your whole world, because it's right now, but man, you still got life to live. Even when you turn 30, there's people that live to 60, so that's another 30 years to get it together. It's like what you thinking, oh, in my 30s, man, I missed it. No, dude, you got like 30 more good ones. If you really take care of yourself, you got 30 more good ones.
Yeah,
and you get stuff going on, man.
And they're good if you want to make them good.
If you want to make them good, man, you got a chance, you got a time. Yeah. So
I think what's cool about, especially speaking to like youth, is, I tweeted this earlier today, which is like one of the reasons I started the podcast was to show everybody that success looks different for everyone else.
Yes.
Right. And, because especially when you're that young, I feel like, it's either like the movies or millionaire but you can be happy doing what you're doing, even if you're not a billionaire. And I wrote that too. I was like, but trust me, some of you guys don't want to live like Musk or Bezos or some of these billionaires.
Right. That's why I open up every speak and I ask everybody, what do they want to be when they get older, or what do they aspire to be? You hear anything from engineers to nurses and I let them know that, hey, the reason I ask you guys that is because now you put it out in your universe, and now your peers have heard what you want to do. And so now they secretly are going to hold you accountable to that. Like when they see you, or they see you messing up, or they see you slacking off, they go, hey man, don't you want to be, or you just made a friend.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to do that too. I didn't know you want to do that. Yeah.
That's
cool. Let's
cool.
Let's be cool. And like now you got a partner in crime. And so it's like, you got to really put that into your world. Like if that's what you want to do. And if you get there, you're successful. Or if you're even working towards that, you're successful because you're not sitting on it. So and that's what I tell them, man. Just don't sit on it. Go get it. Just please go get it. You'll never know. I mean, I used to rob people when I was little. I used to steal. And I never thought I'd be a nuclear engineer, actor, all these type of things.
Wow.
But like, I never thought that would be my life path. And I probably would have stayed there if I didn't have either people around me or I didn't think bigger of myself.
Yeah.
It took me to think bigger of myself to get out that situation.
Yeah.
And it's just what it was. That's a little mentality like that.
That's crazy. So who did you have for you that helped kind of change your mindset, shift your mind?
I had a strong mother. I had a strong father. My father wasn't around. I knew where he was. And then I took it upon myself to go see him. It hurt my mom because she was like, why you want to stay with him? Why you want to go with him? You know, that type of thing.
Yeah.
But it was a part of the process. Like I needed to see that side. And so I took it upon myself to go see him. And then when I was there, he's a preacher and everything like that. So he put that in me. And I was like, oh, wow.
Fire, huh?
Fire. Like he put that fire in me. And then after that, it was like, okay, I can do all kinds of stuff. And so I tried everything. No matter if I fell on my butt, I tried everything. I was a knucklehead for sure. That had to get out of my system the hard way. And the military did that. It wasn't on my own.
They don't mess around.
I butted heads with my father every which way. It was bad. It was bad. While I was trying to learn, I was trying to be a rebel at the same time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was nuts. But the military, ain't no gray area with that. You do it or you go home.
Yeah, for real. What made you want to join the military?
Well, he was military, and I had flunked out of. I flunked out of college. I had a basketball scholarship to Eastern New Mexico University.
Oh, okay.
And then I thought it was just about partying, sleeping, balling, partying, balling. Yeah. Forget school. Not that part. Yeah, who needs school?
Yeah.
I'm good at basketball. That over and over again. Yeah, no. I got kicked out pretty swiftly.
Oh, wow.
And my dad was like, you can't go back to no street stuff, and you're not going to do well in a 9 to 5. So you got to join the military.
Oh, wow.
Like, okay. Cool.
But that's, that takes that's a hard conversation to have with somebody though. You're not going to do well in a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
That's true though. I wish a lot of people would say that.
Oh yeah. He knew me. That was not going to be it. I was going to find a way to do something crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not well. I did a 9 to 5 for a little bit, but then, you have these thoughts and you do crazy things like steal toilet paper for the family from Walmart because the guy in the back or whatever.
Oh,
you just do things that'll get you in trouble slowly if that's not your life path.
Yeah. Well, you forget. Yeah, I mean, if that's not your life path, you forget like what you're doing, and so you get caught up in all these, things that you shouldn't, or maybe that aren't wrong. But a lot of people get in these situations because they don't feel like there's anything else. But you can go act, you can go sing, and crazy enough, like people will give you a shot.
They will
if you just ask them.
All you gotta do is take a nice little picture of yourself and say that's what you want to do and show up.
That's right.
That's it. Show up.
Yeah. I love that, dude, because so many people forget that. I feel like they're like, how do I do it? And I'm just like, just start, man.
That's it. Show up.
If you just just be there, because you've already won. Most people don't even do that.
I mean, you really would be in the same position if you didn't go for it.
I say that all the time, man. Is like, because I'm in sales. I'm a big sales guy, and so people are like if I'm talking with somebody and a peer is watching me and I lose a sale, they're like, oh, you lost that deal, and I'm like, I didn't lose anything, man. I never had it, so I might as well go for it and give it my all. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't there to begin with.
That's powerful. Yeah, that's it. That's really it. Like, go for it. And I tell these kids that I try to get 100 no's a year.
Yeah.
They go, what?
Why would you want to be told that?
Try to get 100 no's. Why do you try to get 100 no's? takes you outside your comfort zone. It makes your skin thick.
Yeah.
Like if you get told no, you go, cool, mark down the no. Cool, I got one.
Yeah.
Or you ask either really ridiculous things or things you really want, but either way, you try to get your no's.
Yeah.
So by trying to get your no's, you spread yourself out.
Yeah.
Like you just put yourself out there. And they always ask me, it's like, what's the most crazy no that you've gotten? Or what's the crazy yes that you've gotten that you thought you was going to get a no? I said, I have so many.
Yeah.
It's wild once you put yourself in that position, dude. Like,
yeah,
it's nuts. You feel like a superhero. Like,
yeah, I think
your
the hardest
confidence is through the roof. Like, people are scared of your confidence. Like,
I think the hardest thing to do when you're doing stuff like that is when you get a yes and you try not to freak out.
Oh yeah,
you're like, that's harder than handling a no. Get on the phone, really? Like, hey, let me put you on hold real quick.
Yeah, dance, do a little dance. Okay, I'm back. Yeah. You know, yeah, I really need that. Yeah,
right. Trying to
thank you, appreciate you. Yeah, thank you.
That's so fun.
Oh
man.
yeah.
Well, and what people, why I like chasing no's is because I like to do the math behind it. You know, to get 100 no's, I got to talk to 200 people.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Or whatever, right? Maybe less than that, but I got to talk to 150, 200 people.
Oh yeah. That's usually how the ratio goes, man. You got to keep it above 100 so you can get that 100.
So inevitably, if you talk to 150 people who are in your realm or in your sphere, I mean, you're probably not even going to get to 100 no's because you're going to have a yeses and you're going to have let's talk and you're going to have hey not this one, but I have something over here for you.
I get so many of the well, hold on, let me get back to you, and you're sitting but get back to you. It's like, well, I guess that was secretly a no.
Yeah. Get back to you.
I'll get back to you. So you're like, okay, all right, cool,
right. So, but then you got to follow up. Then you get to follow up with people.
Yeah.
Then you get to have more conversations, and you get to network, and that's what I think is. Yeah, I like that, man. That's what I think is missing in people.
You're honing on some skills that's dead now. The social media has killed that. Everybody wants instant gratification.
Oh, yeah.
They want that. I need that. And if I can't get that, then I'm going to be sad and depressed about it. But when you actually put yourself out in real life and talk to somebody face to face and you get those bonds and people see you, you might not get it then, but say y'all walking through the mall and that person sees you and they go, hey, I remember you. Did you still want that job that we got an opening now? And you go, yeah, I remember seeing you. Yeah, I would love to do that. And cool. Yeah. And it's like you learn these skills that is like gone. Like these skills are not around to have these interactions, that intimacy with people anymore. It's like now you just either get it or you don't.
Yeah, you like hit the like,
you
or
hit the
something
like,
and
it's cool. You move on. It's short attention span. Anything over the 60 seconds is too much. And that's it. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, you get everything. All information in small doses. You already know it, so you don't have to work hard for it. You know where to find it. It's easy, but actually going out there and putting yourself out there is pretty tough.
Yeah.
And I told my son, I was like, it's probably hard nowadays to just walk up to a girl and be like, you know what, I like you.
Yeah.
I want to take you out. That's scary. He goes, oh, that's super scary. I was like, I know. Because nobody wants to get that no to their face. Like, ew, no. It's easy to get that on social media. You can delete it.
Yeah, forget about it. Right?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
or say something real brave, like whatever. You're not good enough for me anyway. Like that type of stuff. Right. You never tell nobody. Never tell nobody. That's all right. You're not good enough for me anyway. And you walk away. Yeah, no, that doesn't happen. So.
No, it doesn't happen. Like not unless you're like a narcissist or something.
Yeah. You are a peasant beneath me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But that I've noticed that. And I got married before Tinder became big. You know what I mean? And we had to do all that, go up and talk to girls, get rejected in front of everybody. And I think if you handled it the right way, if you had a mentor there, if you had parents or whoever, friends there, whoever, to just tell you like, hey man, that's part of this game, move on, let's go to this party or whatever. Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And same thing with life. Like if you get rejected from a job, like how do you handle that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you just do the same thing. You just move on, man.
I was talking to somebody the other day. Like people don't know how to take an L anymore. Nobody knows how to take a loss.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a participation trophy. And if you don't get a participation trophy, it's instant depression, anxiety, worry. You get all these kind of things because you figure I'm not good enough as a person because how can they get that and I can't get that?
Yeah.
And then that breeds a whole generation of people who just, if they can't get anything, they will stop. They won't even try other things.
Yeah.
Or they just live these worlds where they got to numb themselves in order to cope and all those kind of things. It just makes a whole bunch of negative path for you not be able to take an L, not be strong enough to be like, okay, cool, I got that loss. I can come back and get another one.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. So how do you teach anybody to take an L?
That it's just an opportunity. That L was an opportunity. That L was a moment for you to either grow. I tell people when they get an L, especially if they get a no, that to double back on that no and ask them why.
Yeah.
Why did you tell me no? If they can say, oh, you didn't have this, this, and this, and this. Okay, cool. Now on me, I get to go back and work on those things. And then I can come back and say, okay, I got this, this, and this now. What's the deal?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And if it's anything other than, oh, we've already filled your position or we got a lot of people in line,
then
I'm not gonna accept it.
Right.
What do you mean? I got everything that you require. So now what's going on?
Yeah. What changed?
Yeah, what changed? What's happening? Yeah, I did it. Now, but you just can't sit down and lay down on it. So never lay down on your L's, but always try to find a way to get back up, because that's what's going to make you stronger in life, because you're going to catch L's everywhere you go. Failure is a part of success.
Yeah. And I almost, I take it one step further for me to kind of drill it into people's head that, like, I just go, failure doesn't exist, man. Somebody told you no, that could have been anything.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And because I'm also like, I'm very stoic in the way that I approach like failure. I don't think that everything is a blessing in disguise, but I do think everything is an opportunity for you to, like you're saying, grow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you didn't really fail because, you got 4 new things that you can work on. You met somebody, and if you didn't burn the bridge, then you can go back. I think that's what a lot of people miss too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've had people tell me no, and then 2 years later, I see him again, like you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
See him again, and you're like, "Hey, what's up, man?" They're like, "Dude, I really liked you," and at the time, it was just bad timing, and so come on,
that part.
Yeah, just don't burn your bridges and
you'll be all right. If somebody will cross paths again, and hey, you may have grown as a person. You may have got more skills. You may have whatever, and now you're even more valuable to the cause or whatever you tried to go for.
Yeah, that goes into like don't burn people on the way up either, because you'll meet them on the way down.
Meet them on the way down when you need to come back up again, and they'll be like,
"Oh, you remember that one time?
You remember that time, bro? I didn't have the power then, but I do now."
Yeah, that's right, man.
Sucks to be you.
So what are you doing? You're working on the movie.
Yes.
Right now. Are you still in the speaking engagements?
I'm still in the speaking engagements.
So you guys mostly do schools or like youth clubs or something?
Schools, youth club. 'Tis the season now for all the giving backs and all that kind of stuff. So November, December time frame is all about giving back to the community. There's food drives and all these type of things that's going on right now that I get involved with, for as the community and stuff like that, and go down that Skid Row thing down in Salt Lake and just try to give out as much as we can and talk to whoever we can, because this is the depression season also, because so many people that don't have family around and they're dealing with whatever, the breakups or whatever like that during the holidays, when you see everybody else cheerful and skipping through the mall.
Looks like they're cheerful.
Yeah, they're skipping through the mall, getting stuff with their family, and you're like, I'm by myself and this sucks and all that. So this is the season where it needs to be the most. And so either online or something like that, just giving people hope and keeping the despair off of people as much as possible.
Yeah. So doing all those things. Yeah. In fact, we just saw today, one of the causes that's really close to me is like suicide prevention.
Yes.
Especially with youth. Like it's hard. That's so sad. I think the guy I was talking to earlier today, we ran outside of him, and it was kind of one of those things. We were coming out to lunch, and this guy approached me, and I thought he was trying to sell me something. I thought he was trying to sell me something I didn't want.
Right.
And I was like, I want to go to donation. I was like, all right. But yeah, he said something like we were like Utah's number 4 for youth suicide.
Yes.
What the heck, man?
Yeah, we're in a bowl.
It's
like in all aspects, we're in a bowl. Nobody feels like no one's hearing them. They don't feel like where they're going they're not going anywhere.
Yeah. And you talk to a lot of youth who are in this situation.
So sad, bro. So sad.
So, I mean, what do you, you kind of talked about it a little bit, but I just want to ask the question, like, what do you do to, pull them out and just be like, dude, this isn't it, right?
Just constantly remind them that I let them know that I've gone through so many points that could have taken my life if I actually honed in on it. Like, man, I've been divorced 3 times, and man, I didn't get the job I wanted. I didn't get the career I wanted. I'm not playing in the NBA like I thought. I didn't have the dream girl. I didn't get the dream job. I don't have the dream car, and I don't have all these things, and that could have made me believe that I'm going to fail forever.
Yeah, maybe it feels like that.
I could fail forever and no one would care.
Yeah.
And you can get in that mindset. But here's the thing. Those are all small moments in your life. Like, you got to understand, it takes one little incident in your life that can just change your whole world.
Yeah.
Either in the positive or the negative. But just one little thing. Like, just hold out and see what these things are. Like, yeah, this looks bad now. But just hold out. You might come across that thing that's just wonderful. I never saw myself here.
Yeah.
Never saw myself here. Couldn't even dream it up. But I'm here.
Yeah.
I decided to not take my life, or decided not to give up, or whatever the case may be. And I tell them, just don't fight it out.
Yeah.
Work it out. This is small.
Yeah.
I remind them, how old are you? I tell them, I'm about to be 40 next year. And at the same time, there's been so many things in my life that was like, dude, I'm never going to see it. And I just started seeing it like when I was 32, 33. So you're a 16-year-old thinking that this is the end? You got about 16 more years.
Yeah.
You got 16 more years to get to where I'm in. You think my life is fly. You think my life is fly right now. And this came from pain. Like, this came from pain. This came from letdowns. This came from doubt. This came from people saying you ain't gonna do nothing. This came from waking up every morning, clocking into a place you can't stand, all that kind of stuff, losing family, all these things, losing friends. Here, this is the reason why I smile. This is the reason why I talk to you guys, because I made it past all of that. And you're gonna tell somebody that story too. So don't end it right now. Don't end it right now. You're gonna tell somebody about the time that you thought it was over. And now you're doing well.
Yeah.
And they go, I didn't ever think about it like that. I know, because your world is just your world right now. That's all you can see.
And isn't high school a bitch, man?
Oh my God. It ain't gonna forever be like this, kids.
No,
like it's not.
It's
gonna be small versions of it, because we kind of don't miss that. We don't get out of that high school stuff. It just grows into a bigger monster.
That was a Bowling for Soup song. High school never ends.
It never is. It never is. You're gonna find that same person.
But it's different when you're older, when you're out, because then you can choose. You can be more intentional about who you hang out with.
Exactly.
You can be more intentional about, like, dude, I don't have the energy to deal with you.
Yeah.
You know, and you can tell people that, and that's fine.
I told my daughter, I was like, yeah, you're never gonna get over these feelings.
Yeah.
These feelings are gonna be here forever. You're gonna have people that don't like you. You're gonna have cliques that you want to get involved with that's not gonna let you in.
Yeah.
You're gonna have all these type of things, but the difference between being a child and an adult is you can literally do whatever you want. Start your own clique. Start your own friend.
Yeah.
Go do whatever you want to do. There's nothing holding you back.
Yeah.
You can go to work the next day and say, I don't want to be here no more, and walk out. And can't nobody put you in jail, or you can't get in trouble for it.
Right. Like school.
Yeah, school, you get in trouble for that. You gotta go to school. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, you can look at a job and be like, I'm out, dude.
Yeah, I don't need to be here.
I ain't gotta be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what's so cool about having, like, skills, and why I like teaching people about sales is because when you have those skills, yeah, man, I think one of the best, I mean, it was scary, but one of the best moments of my life was when I realized that I can sell anything. Like, sales is sales is sales. And one day we found out that there was a general manager who was going to take over the store, and I had worked with him previously in a different capacity. And when he was going to come take over the store, I worked in an automotive dealership. I was like, it just all hit me. I was like, I don't have to be here. I was like, there's my name tag. And I walked out, and you know what's cool? Before I left the building, I had a job. In fact, my wife picked me up from there and drove me to fill out the application at the new job.
That's how it works, man.
And you know, like, that's what you got to do. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to be like, you know what? Like, I value myself more than this situation. And you got to tell people that.
That's a weird thing to even have somebody tell you what your value is.
Yeah, it isn't it?
That's a weird concept.
That's why I like sales, man, because I don't have to tell you.
Yeah. And that's why you strive for entrepreneurship. I don't know too many people that, man, try to be your own boss, because you know your value better than somebody else. And I'm still learning that. I'm still trying to get to that level.
It is a tough one, though, huh?
Oh, yeah.
When you're asking for what you're worth.
Yeah,
it's scary. It's just scary.
Yeah,
like everybody should, but I understand that it's terrifying.
It's terrifying.
To be like, I had a buddy who he works for an agency. He's writing this story, and he goes, I sent a customer a quote. It's like the biggest quote I've ever sent. He's like, I threw up afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Because that's scary.
It's
It's like, I'm charging somebody $20,000. It's worth it. I'm worth every penny of it. You got a better deal than I did, but it's scary.
You say it underneath your breath too. You're like, yeah, that's $2,000.
Right.
They go, what'd you say? It's going to be $2,000 for my services. And then you wait back and they go, oh, well, there's no problem. And you go, oh my God, I should have said more. I should have said more. I didn't know.
That is the hard. You're like, if they say yes right away, you left money on the table.
Yes. Yeah, they say it too fast. You're like, wait a minute. I changed my mind. No, I meant 2,000 for how you guys
an hour.
Yeah, 2,000 an hour.
That's so cool though, man.
Yeah.
So the acting, JD and everything you guys got going on. You guys are trying to get into Sundance on Netflix. How do you do that? How do you get into Sundance and Netflix?
Man, so we got a movie right now. It's called The Shoebox, and it touches.
I think I saw that.
It touches on PTSD, not only through military, but the PTSD that happens before you join, because everybody sometimes join to escape something.
Oh,
so people don't never look at that aspect when you look at war films. They always think, okay, yeah, he killed a lot of people, he did all this kind of stuff, and now he has to come function in regular life again. But you got to understand that some of those people was in regular life and they weren't doing too well, and they used the military as an escape. And so that part mixed with that, and then having to come back into society and be normal, just like you got double the PTSD, and people don't understand that. So they don't know how to function. And so this movie addresses that issue, and I think we've won like 20-some awards.
Oh, wow. You deserve it.
Just film festivals everywhere. Like just putting it in as much as possible just to build up that rapport, like build up that
credibility, the accolades.
Like accolades and stuff like that. So when the Netflixes and the Sundances see your film, they go, dude.
Yeah. So do they
might be something to this. So,
do they buy it from you and put it up, or do they
so Sundance is like a middleman. So you put your stuff in Sundance, and then you have all these people come around and they view your film.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Producers and movie people and actors, and they look at it and they go, yeah, we can rock with that. And then they make offers to some, or they take it, or they whatever. But Sundance is like the Mecca. That's like the
I know. And it happens in Park City. Isn't that bananas?
That's wild, dude. And
that's been like the music film festival, or excuse me, the film festival.
Yeah, it's the one right there. Yeah, right in our backyard.
Yeah. And I have some friends who used to bartend up there, or like work in the restaurants up there.
Oh yeah.
And they're like famous people walk in all the time.
Dude, it's nuts,
they got to be cool.
And they just chill too, because they're like, okay, it's just Utah. It's not like the paparazzi in LA, and they're like they're chilling. Like they come out here and they're like, they just want to have a good time. They want to party and watch a couple movies, but they're out here partying amongst the regular people, and it's like, it's almost like the gods from Athens come down to the normal people, and you're like, oh, I get to party with, dude.
Yeah,
I look over,
cool.
that's Jason Momoa. Holy crap, that's Aquaman.
I know.
That is Aquaman right there. Yeah. No, you're tripping out. Yeah.
I've shot my shot at a few times. So I follow some people on Twitter, and every once in a while they'll be like, hey, I'm going to be in Park City. I'm going to be in Utah. Well, what should I do? I'm like, I have a podcast.
Yeah. That's where you.
I haven't got anybody to say yes, but I'm not going to stop asking.
Oh no, you get that no. Show
I'm
up.
I'm gonna be like, you got I'm ready. I'll come to you. Yeah. We'll throw it in the van, bro.
And every now and then you'll catch somebody just brave enough to do it. I'm like, you know what? I ain't did nothing in a while. Yeah, I'll come on your podcast. And you're like,
I know. I've waited for it. That'd be so cool. But you know what's cool though is I get to meet on this. The tagline is a podcast for the little guys, because I do like giving, the little guys, and I mean like small business owners or people who never have a voice, never be on a podcast, never sit in front of a mic like that. Give them a shot to tell their story, because I like that. I think there's something special about that, and I think that's cool, especially with what you were talking about earlier, talking with youth. Showing them that like you can be happy just being a small business owner, doing something little. Like I tell people, if you can be happy making $50,000 a year doing your own thing, do it. Man. If you can be happy making 100 or 200 or $1 million, whatever, do it, man.
Do it. Yeah. Ain't nothing holding you back.
No,
nothing holding.
Not today. All you need is a smartphone.
That's it, bro. You can make your own content, do anything, man.
Yeah.
By the way, iPhone 13. I'm just plugging it right now, just in case. I don't know where your stuff reaches. My name is Damarr Jones, and iPhone 13 is amazing. If you want to send me one, I just want to know. Just Apple, if you're listening. I just saw it this weekend. I just can't even believe that thing, man.
They do it does the cinematic mode, bro, where you can focus. I'm like, dude, you have to spend you can't buy a lens for these cameras that will do that.
They undersold that. Yeah, because when I saw that, I was like, who's y'all marketing guy? That's somebody. They're not marketing this right. You just got to let people see this. This is crazy. Yeah.
Well, I met I had a group on here, a hip hop group on here, UA the Duo, and they made a music video that was absolutely phenomenal. And I was like, how'd you do this? He's like, we did it with 2 iPhones. And it wasn't the 13s. It was just, I think it was like 11s or something like that. And I'm like, that's incredible. He's like a QuickTime or a iMovie and 2 iPhones. And I'm like, there you go. He's like, we splurged. He's like, we splurged a little bit on these gimbals.
Oh yeah. That's it.
So like $70 gimbals.
Yeah. I got a little $70 gimbal. My parents, they still kind of country.
Where are you from in the South?
So a strong Arkansas, population maybe 800 something.
Cool. All right, cool.
Oh man, dude. And I came with we had a family reunion. I came with my little gimbal and my phone and stuff like that. And I showed them the playback.
Yeah.
I thought I did like a magic trick.
Oh yeah. How did you do that?
It's amazing. That's technology. Yeah, that's technology. It's easy. Yeah, everybody can do it now. So
yeah, those iPhone 13s, you don't even need in fact, we were on that Connect Utah and somebody was talking about cameras. He's like, I want a really good camera for under $1,000. And a few people had said a few things, and like these cameras are going to be right at 1,000. And then one of a really good professional photographer that I know who's been on this podcast goes, hey, if you don't want to spend more than $1,000, he's like, go take your old iPhone, trade it in at AT&T, get the new iPhone. He's like, it's going to be great. It's going to be better than anything.
Yeah, starting off, yes, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you build up to these bad boys right here.
Yeah, and then you build there you go. Yeah. And these are just babies. Then you go bigger and you go bigger.
Yeah. They do get the job done.
Oh yeah, they get the job done. Yes, they do exactly what they're supposed to do. And it's wonderful. And I think it's so cool, man. So with what you're doing, with everything you got going on, what's like the biggest message that you want to share with people around you and with what you're doing?
Man, you know what? I'm glad you asked that, because it's something that I've been on my heart lately, and I've even been writing about it, because I constantly write to be prepared for when I speak and stuff like that. And I think one of the key values in society right now that is missing is the lack of understanding. And I think everybody nowadays should just start learning to understand each other, more than trying to gain trust or love or anything like that. Loyalty, just try to understand people, hear their story, hear the reason why they think the way they do. Don't jump to conclusions super fast. Understanding is the big key to building every relationship you're in, even in your marriage, even in friendship, whatever. If you understand the person you're around, you're more likely to not get hurt, not expect too much, or all that, because it's the lack of understanding. Because when you understand something, it allows you to trust it. And when you can trust it, you can love it. So understanding is the first building block. Always understanding first. I said, learn the person, get to know them, see their patterns. Don't jump to 2 conclusions like, oh my God, I love this person, and I just met them yesterday. Get some understanding under your belt. Understand why they do what they do. Understand why they talk the way they talk. Understand why they move the way they move. And then you can trust in the fact that they will do everything they showed you they will do. And if you can tolerate that still, then you can allow yourself to love that person for who they are, ultimately all the way around from top to bottom, because you understand them. And so that's what I'm telling kids now, is to go through life with understanding. Understand what you're going to get yourself into. Understand who you talk to, and understand the situation you're in.
Yeah.
When you understand things, you can trust it. And when you can trust it, you can love it. And once you fall in love with it, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, that's it, huh?
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important thing. I think that's super profound, man. I think when you talk about, I like what you said specifically about when you understand somebody, you can set the right expectations with people. Because I think that gets a lot of people in trouble.
It does.
I like that you put that there, because I used to get in arguments with people. I'm like, expectations expectations aren't bad. It's what happens when people break those expectations that get you in trouble, right?
Yes.
It's like, so what are you going to do if that happens? But you painted a perfect picture. It's like, if you understand them, then you can have correct expectations, and then you're going to be less likely to get hurt. You're like, that's what I learned about you.
It's the frog.
That's
and you know the frog and the scorpion. Have you ever heard that parable?
Oh, yes. That's
the life to live by, man. He had the friend, the scorpion, and he did get across the pond, and he knew how to get across the pond.
Yeah.
But he kept telling the scorpion, like, dude, you're gonna sting and kill me. He's like, no, bro.
I just need a ride.
Yeah. That's it. I'm not gonna sting you.
And then he gets across.
He gets halfway there, stings him. They both die. They didn't make it across.
He's like, why'd you sting me?
Because that's what I do.
Because I'm a scorpion.
I got to sting. That's it.
Yeah.
But say you go into life like understanding, you'll know things, and it won't lead for massive disappointments. It won't let you be so depressed when things happen. It's like, that was on me. I have to take that one because I put myself in that position.
Yeah.
I can't blame that person. They were only who they were supposed to be.
Well, yeah.
They were only who they were supposed to be.
Yeah.
I did too much, and now I'm the one stuck, hurt.
I think
they're going on like this.
Yeah.
We started here. Now we're doing this.
Yeah.
So
I know. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. Because that's how you have to act to be at peace. I think you just got to realize that people are going to be people, and they're going to be shitty people.
Oh yeah.
And there's going to be really good people, and so you got to learn real quick. Who's shitty and how fast you need to learn that, and who's good.
Bro, my current girlfriend right now, I stalked her for a long time. Almost not like John from You, not like that. It was kind of. I told her I make fun of it all the time. I was like, as I watched the show, I go, dang, I did you like that. But it was healthier though. It wasn't. I didn't fire you to your job or nothing like that. No, it wasn't like. But I did like look at her like from a distance, like every aspect, like
trying to see integrity.
Everything.
What are you doing
about? Yeah. So when I talked to her, I learned everything about it. I learned everything. I took a different route than I would in my past relationships, where I was like, oh my gosh, she's fine, and we got a couple things coming. We got to be together. Yeah, that type of thing. But now it's just like you have to see the whole person, the whole person, understand them. So when you do this, understand why they do this or why they do that, and allow me to really fall in love with her person.
Yeah.
And that's a whole different feeling when you're able to be that to her, and then she can be that to you, and then you just that understanding.
And then it clicks. Yeah.
It clicks.
And then there's a second part of that, because I try to teach this to some people, and specifically like my wife. And she's just a genuine human being, and she wants to see the good out of everybody. So I'm like, yeah, but I can't. She's like, why didn't you get mad at him? And I'm like, well, because like I knew he was going to do that. I needed to, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like I knew that was going to happen. Like what else did I expect? Right. Like I look at it like boxing. So when you meet another person, it's like a boxing match. And when you're in boxing and you get punched in the face, you don't look at your opponent and go, why the hell did you punch me in the face, bro? Go, because we're boxing. That's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do.
You know, and she's like, yeah, but why can't people be more? And I'm like, yeah, it's a catch-22, I guess. You know, because we do need people to be better.
Oh yeah.
We do need people to understand like certain things are bad. But my happiness can't be and peace can't be dependent on them learning that or not.
Right. That part. Man, that's profound right there all by itself.
Well, because you're like, you're a dumbass, but I can't do anything about that.
I can't do nothing about that. I can try to put knowledge on you, but what you take and retain, that's on you. That's how you treat me. It's going to be on you.
Yeah, it is.
I could just bring what I bring to the table and just hopefully that relationship thing comes together. I said, there's no relationship without y'all having differences, because then it's literally you two trying to relate with each other.
Yeah.
Not be. That's one of my sayings. It's just not
interesting.
Trying to relate.
Yeah, that's a really
You're not trying to be them. You're trying to relate to them. And that's the understanding portion of it.
Yeah.
I can't be in a relationship unless I'm trying to understand this person and build a bond off of the understanding portion.
Yeah, and walking in shoes and empathy and all that good stuff. Yeah, man.
Like, you know what? I relate to that. I understand that. Yeah. I get that. Yeah. Not why can't you be me? Why can't you do what I do? Yeah. Why you so stupid? Why you can't think like I think?
Right, or like, better, do better.
Yeah, do better. Yeah, that was dumb. Why'd you do that? Yeah, because you know I do that, baby. You know I do that. I've been doing this since we met. Yeah, you know this. Yeah.
But if you start to understand somebody and you go through this path that you beautifully described, and that's when change happens.
Yes.
If you're both there and you're ready to go, that's what I love about finding people like you, where it's like, we're going to come together as we are, and we're going to genuinely have a good conversation, and we're both going to learn, and we both know that, like, we both know each other, right?
Oh yeah.
And it's like, we have one common goal, that's the truth. And if we're both on that same path, we're both going to love what happens next.
And then the cool thing about that is I'm learning from you. So I just grown.
Yeah.
I've grown as a person also. So I'm going to take the things you told me and I'm going to tell somebody else, because you told me some good stuff. I'm going to tell somebody else. And now they're like, dude, exactly. You've grown. I was like, this is because I came to understand my guy over here, bro. He just put some stuff in my life. Yeah.
I know. Cool. And I feel selfish because I get to, I keep all of these. This is like, so I'm really bad. I got mad ADHD. I'm really bad at journaling. So I was like, well, let's start a podcast and let me just interview thousands of people and get all my thoughts on paper and watch my thoughts evolve. So I get to go back and listen to these all the time. And it's beautiful, man. I really, it's a great opportunity.
Wow. You just bumped my head.
To leave with people, to see people like you and have it all work out.
I'm done journaling now. This is,
Hey, you know what?
That's whack.
Well,
I like to listen.
Voice recordings.
Yeah. I like to hear my books on the phone.
Audio, baby. Well, cool, man. Well, hey, I appreciate your time.
Oh, no problem.
I loved our conversation. I love what you're doing. So where can everybody find you, follow you,
dude?
Get involved?
I'm most of the time I'm on Instagram. Damarr, Damarr Jones, all one word, 2. I had to put a 2 because I got in trouble with my first Instagram, and I got in trouble and I had to cancel it. So this is the second version that's good. We're behaving ourselves in this one. So when you see the 2, that just means he had an account before and it didn't work out. So this is
Instagram.
Yeah, darn it, it gets you in trouble every time. You're liking too much stuff. Yeah, right. No, but we're back though. Damarr Jones 2 and Elate the Minds. That's the one where I do my D's Daily Jewels and all those type of things. And even on my other page that I just mentioned, we do a show every Friday called The Journey. Me and my girl, Christina Cruz, who's out in California. She's a life coach, a personal coach.
Oh, cool.
And she helps people with life, like in an amazing way. And we bring real conversations to the table. And it's every Friday at 8:00 Mountain Time, and then 7:00 Pacific, and 10 if you want to East Coast.
Because you got
to get them all.
But
that's what we're doing right now, and that's where you can find me.
Right on. Thank you so much. All that'll be in the description. Thank you so much, man.
Man, no problem, bro. This was lovely. Good conversation. Probably one of the best podcasts I've been on, because you got a good. This dude got good energy, man. I don't know. He's got good energy. He's got a good face. Like, I can actually look at him for a long time. There's some people that I can't look at for a long time. Like, the conversation gets real weird. Like, all right,
we're out.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. This guy. Yeah.
Cool, man.
All right,
thanks, man.
No problem.